Content over everything.
Content's on the scene.
Come on.
I don't have a view on this. I don't have a view. What we do is uphold park regulations. This is park policy, so at this time we're requesting.
If the government told you to bow down to the Queen, would you do it?
No. Why would the government tell me to bow down to the Queen?
What I'm saying
Why
is,
are you asking bizarre questions?
What I'm saying, what I'm saying is, right, if your sergeant or anyone else told you to do something that conflicts with your religion, would you do it?
This doesn't conflict with my religion.
It does. It clearly does, because obviously Muslims are here praying. You as a Muslim telling them to go and pray somewhere else.
No, I'm not. I'm requesting him. If he can pray outside the park confines, it'd be much appreciated, and that's exactly what I've asked him before you turned up.
So like, where do you want to pray then?
There's a whole square area outside there. People regularly do pray there, just near the arches. There's a green area, if you like grass, it's just outside there.
So what's the difference though? It's still within the park.
No, the thing is, then it would go against park policy. And so what I've explained to him, I don't know if I've explained the same to you, is at the moment, people are complaining about Muslims, they're congregating here and praying, which is, obviously, it's not causing anyone problems being on the side, but again, it goes against park policy.
So if
we
all stood in a circle and I said, my father, Jesus, hallowed be your name, da, 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 would you ban me from doing that? That's a prayer.
It's the same. There's no difference.
But would you stop us from doing that? From saying those words?
At this time, like I've explained to this gentleman, I won't explain it again and again if someone else joins, okay? Just so because I can't stay here all day. What I've explained to this gentleman is, at the moment, people are complaining that it's written in park policy that you can't congregate for prayer.
Okay. Like I said, if I held hands with my friend and done
exactly,
a prayer,
there's no difference.
Would you stop us?
Yes, there's no difference in different religions. But at this time, no.
Lord
sorry.
Jesus,
let me.
Lord Jesus, we I don't even know how to pray, but we're here.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Everyone's praying.
Okay.
I want the Sikhs to start praying. You can't stop people from exercising these things.
That's what
it's impossible to enforce.
Well, let me explain to you.
Yeah, we're
at the moment, the
discretion. You're going to leave us.
Yeah, we are. I'm going to
thank
leave
you.
you. I've simply made a request of these gentlemen
You didn't like holding my hand too.
here. See, you joined half conversation. Yeah, you can stop holding each other's hands.
Question though, are you here under your oath of office, Constable Sadak?
I don't even know what that means. What do you mean? Every single day that I step out as a police officer, yes, I'm under oath, yes.
So you're under oath of office today, yeah?
So you're upholding the peace now.
Today, yes, every single day.
Right now, you are upholding the peace by
I do
this.
every single day.
This is upholding the peace.
So they're breaching the peace by doing what they're doing?
They deliberately sent you to
the only thing I do.
They deliberately sent you.
Why don't you stand on one side, spinning around? Go on.
Did they deliberately sent you over here to stop Muslims praying here?
No, it just so happens to be that I'm here. I've just swapped with two other officers who were here earlier. And it just happens that gentlemen have come.
Oh, you're Muslim yourself?
Are you Muslim?
Yeah, it's
Of course
Muslim.
I am, yeah.
Is that why they said you?
No.
Yeah, that is exactly why they said it.
Isn't it that the Muslim guys telling the Muslims to stop praying?
Yeah,
No,
it's
I told you,
strange,
two other officers were just here. I've just taken over from them.
A question, are they, sorry brother, just one question. Are they higher ranking officers than you?
No.
They're not, so you're the highest ranking officer here?
No, we're all PCs, police constables. All the same. What was your question, sir? Sorry.
No, I was just saying, as a Muslim, don't you think that we're a bit too close to the people that are praying to start having this discussion? It's kind of disrespectful itself.
I apologise, but I was stood here when they started that. I asked them not to. I said, I requested them not to. I requested them.
What are you trying to do exactly?
Well, I requested these. This is probably the fourth time I've explained the same thing.
During the prayer now, man.
I prayed, thank you.
So just a request on order.
We shall do, yeah. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, the request here, I have the right to decline them. You are not.
If I start walking away, that's also a thing that will then be complained about, wouldn't it?
You know that you got, and in that book it states things that are allowed in the park and things that are not allowed in the park.
Yeah.
Do you have that book on you?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to produce it for a second?
Why?
Because I'd like to see something in there.
I'll show you, but just give me your point first.
Well, now, I just
Because I
want
might be able to
because
answer it
there's a lot of
without
stuff in that book that's going on in the park that I haven't seen you address.
Like what?
Well, bring the book out and I'll show you.
Tell me first what it is.
Bring it out and I'll show you, isn't it?
Well, I'll bring the book out when you tell me what it is. That you,
If I see the book, I'll be able to show you in the book.
I'm not going to have you go through the whole book
No,
because I ain't got time for
let's
that.
go to the bit where it says to pray.
No, the praying, like I was explaining to these gentlemen, I explained to you for the fourth time, you've just joined the congregation, okay, and he's probably going over the same thing, recording the fourth thing.
You can't join them, brother. You can't join them to pray. I want to pray, my friend.
I requested them, look, all I've done is request them. At this time, it's again, exactly.
Alright, go and carry on, brother. You requested him to not pray there.
That place, yes, because there's been a number of complaints from people that are unhappy with Muslims congregating here for prayer because it goes against park policy.
What? It's against park policy?
Yes.
So you're not allowed to pray in the park?
It's not about praying in the park, it's any religious gathering, yeah.
any religious gatherings not allowed in the park.
Yeah, but we always see Christians, they're gathering, saying, "Oh Lord, oh Jesus."
That guy comes
I
here
don't
and
get
dances
that.
every week and
Christians over here dancing, praising their Jesus. They're praying as well. So why can't you stop that as well then?
But like I say,
But it's
at
always
the moment,
Muslims
at this
being
time,
stopped. I don't get this, man.
at
You're a
this time-
Muslim.
at this time,
it's confusing, man.
don't worry about whether I'm Muslim or not. At this time, just look at me as a police officer.
Yeah,
At this
he's
time,
doing his job.
At this time, the police are just seeking clarity around the legal circumstance, what's being complained about. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, as it's I don't know how long you've been coming here, but I've been told for 35 years Muslims have been coming here and praying, and there's been no issue. Now, obviously, someone's taken it as another thing to complain about or to find interest in. Do you understand? So now that's come to the forefront. Trust me, I've had a meeting with a number of inspectors about, you know, what's the best way to deal with this for Muslims who want to pray in, and not with a. This isn't with a view to enforcing anything. This is with a view, what's the best possible way that we can keep it so everyone's happy.
Officer, can I say something, please?
Of course you can.
Okay. I know where this started from, yeah? And I'm gonna say this because this is the truth. There was a lady, when Tommy Robinson came here, there was a lady here quite elderly, and she is been complaining about the Muslims praying. Now, as far as I know, this country has got a freedom, yeah, free country. So if they have a problem, come and pray to your God. You can pray on the other side. Yeah?
No one's
but they're praying, what are they doing? They're not doing harm to no one. And you know what I think? I think realistically, they can't ban this, and I think maybe the officers will tell them to move. Me personally, I've prayed in this park summertime many times.
And I was just saying,
and no one has told me anything. Okay. And a lady is causing this problem, and this is not good.
We can't ignore any particular group.
Okay,
if you were to raise a complaint about something else, we can't ignore it.
No, of
we
course, you do your job. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to say, like, yeah, go on,
Constable said it. What I was going to say to you is that I've seen people in the park doing yoga and doing it in groups as well. Okay, so does that fall under the definition of what you're saying? Because some people do yoga as a form of prayer. Okay, so the thing is, what you have to understand between yourselves is that, are you dealing with a zero tolerance? Because if you're dealing with zero tolerance, then you've got to cut out everything.
At this time,
one second, if you're not dealing with zero tolerance, then it's no point in you just dealing with only one.
If that's something,
Can I finish what I'm saying to you?
Of course,
there's no point in you just dealing only with one section of problems that are happening, or what you may see as problems. So you can't just come to the Muslims and say stop praying. You've got to tell everyone stop doing yoga. Actually, what you might have to do right now, I think you're involved in actually something in the park that's not even a principle itself, because business in the park is not allowed. Do you know that?
Yes.
Yeah, business is not allowed. So what's happening right now? This guy's filming you. That could go on YouTube and generate ads. That's seen as a business as well.
That's been looked at as well.
Yeah. So therefore, before you start deciding on who can't do what, you're right now.
No, guys, don't laugh, man. Don't laugh.
Right now, you're involved in something that the park doesn't allow. So therefore, either get back in your van and decide what you want to do.
I was about to get back into my van.
Decide what you want to do and come with zero tolerance.
Right.
If
Let me just clarify for you.
If you're not going to come with zero tolerance, then don't bother the Muslims. There's no point. And don't let them send you as the Muslim guy. What I'm telling you is what you're supposed to do.
You're raising. No, hold on. Let me speak now, because hold on. I'm going to speak over here because you are assuming a lot of stuff here, which isn't correct. No, I'm not going to let you finish your sentence because you're assuming stuff that's not correct.
Right. The sentence I'm going to finish is that when they send you as the Muslim guy,
no, they don't send me as a Muslim guy.
What you need to say to them.
Correct. No, hold on. I'm not going to let you finish that sentence because that's incorrect.
Hello.
Okay.
I'm fine. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, we're just clarifying. The problem is every time 4 or 5 people keep joining, I ask the same question, going round and round circles. Okay. What I'm clarifying for here, what I've done is requested them not to pray there because of the. You want to take a request? The raw part clarity regarding Hold on. We respectfully decline. Regarding clarity around park policy. So I've explained to them that at this time I'm just requesting, if you don't mind, if you could pray outside the park, and you'd be doing me a massive favour in doing that. So after that, this gentleman's come over and what were you complaining about? He's suggesting people that do yoga. Why don't you tackle other people that are doing prayers in the park?
Can I say
if that happened, we would request them also.
Can I say something?
But if you've got a complaint about people, you've raised a number of points and then you don't wait for a retort.
I'll give you another point then.
No. You've raised a number of points, but then you don't wait for a retort. So that's not.
Have you heard about the military exercise thing that's going on?
About the what?
There's some group that do military exercise in the park. That's a business.
Yeah, they got business. They got permission.
They have permission.
They've got business.
They've got permission.
What have they got?
Military fitness. They've got permission for the Royal Parks. They're authorised to
To conduct
personal
business?
training. Yeah.
Okay, so
you got-
so
is
you're
there a
selective
request or
about
is there a
you're
policy?
selective about who
No.
you implement the policy with them because you've given them permission. So how comes the Muslims ain't got permission to pray?
Can
They don't have a
I
policy.
just say something? Can I just
Ask
say
him what's the policy.
Has any Muslim group approached the royal parks to get permission?
What's the policy?
a good idea.
This is special.
That's
what
not
they
down to
idea.
us. That's down to you.
What's the policy that we can't pray?
The policy. I'll read you out. I'll read you out what the parks policy is.
Yeah, read out.
What do you think about the Christians, right, congregating with each other and praying about Jesus in their own groups? One second. Because there is a congregation of them praying, isn't there?
They can pray to their God on the other side. And you know what? Another thing here, just over there is Christians. They're giving information about Christianity, but there is ones they're praying. So they should be banned as well. But they pray different to us. But they can pray on the other side, man.
We'll come together and say, oh Lord Jesus.
You know what I mean?
They're praying as well.
No, they pray.
What you're doing?
Let me just get my glasses on. I can't see without my glasses.
Let's see the policy. I want to know, is this policy part of policy?
They should be allowed to pray, man. It's free country. It's free country, man. They should be allowed to pray. They're not harming anyone.
Listen.
Come and pray yourself to your own God.
Listen.
Okay.
Right, listen. This is.
Shush!
If you want to learn.
Wrong voice.
Hey, he's corrected you, bro. He's corrected you. Listen, right. This is Royal Parks policy. Okay. This is not park regulations. Alright? This is Royal Parks policy, not Royal Parks regulations. One policy is what the Royal Parks, it's like their rules. Right? We don't police policy.
Can I ask one thing?
Okay?
When was this produced?
I've got no idea.
So look. How can we not know it's got produced 2 weeks ago when the lady made a complaint?
Okay. You can look this up online if you want. Royal Parks policy. Royal Parks does not permit collective acts of worship or other religious observances in the Royal Parks estate, either in their own right or as part of a demonstration, event or other activity. This includes spoken or sung communal prayers or the events that are primarily religious focused. Exceptions are made for annual acts of remembrance, the regimental memorials in the parks which have taken place since World War I. As a public body, it's not the place of the Royal Parks to make valued judgments between one religious observant and another. You must either permit all collective religious observances or refuse them all. Our approach is to continue to refuse all such observances on the grounds that they are not traditional park-related activities and a disadvantage to the public at large, allowing them to would almost certainly outweigh the benefits to adherents of a particular religion or belief. The policy extends to the construction of structures within the estate within their religious significance. Cultural events that do not include collective religious activity are permitted subject to standard approval process. Right? So basically say, if anybody in the Islamic community want to have communal prayers here, they'd have to apply to the Royal Parks to get permission to do so. Right? So that's for all religions.
Listen, look. There is Christians over there praying right now where we do debates. Why don't you stop them? Can you go and stop them, please?
Where are they?
So if we pray, we're going to
Speak to them.
No.
The thing is, they sing every day, they're praying. Come on, man, you should stop them.
Now, this is the situation that we're in. Right, this is important. Right? Thank you. Okay. I've worked here, I've played Speaker's Corners for 5 years. Okay. So, and many of you I know recognise I've been coming to Speaker's Corner for a long time as well. Speaker's Corner has its own traditions. Now, what has happened, as you know, especially in the last few weeks, it's been driven through social media. There's been a lot of hatred that's been driven, a lot of angst against the Muslim community specifically. Okay? It's raising tensions. Now, the general ethos that we have in Speaker's Corner is in danger. Okay? It's turning more into a public order situation. And if that happens, everything that we have here, which we cherish, we will lose.
Why don't you tell
Okay?
it to 10?
Huh?
Why don't you tell it to 10? First and foremost.
Right. So what we're saying at the moment, while the legal side is being requested, and I've spoken to the majority of the long-standing Muslims here, and they have all agreed it is a good idea. Right? Until, now I appreciate if you can work with us with this. Any communal prayer now, this will go to any of the other groups.
We're going to
go
pray
over to the fountains.
and you can head as much as you want.
Look, he's there.
You know what?
No.
I mean, somebody's
Yes, without outside the confines of the park.
This is not part of Speaker's Corner to help everybody here not to. That's all I'm saying.
When was this regulated?
But we can pray apparently.
When was this law regulated?
The policy policy?
Yeah.
I've got no idea.
Okay, you know what is it? Who created this policy?
The Royal Parks.
When was it? When? Because of this white lady who made a racist.
This has been decades old.
No, you know what? I've been coming here for years. You've been here for years. Muslims have been praying. There's never been a problem unless a white lady, which is a Tommy Robinson supporter again, came and make a complaint.
That's right.
Yeah, no. She made a complaint. Otherwise, there was no problem.
That policy's been on.
Okay,
on
cool.
absolute decades.
I think if that's the case, here, Tan needs to get banned from here, and the Christians over there that sometimes sing, which is their prayer, they should get banned as well.
And they'll get stopped from singing as well.
Yes,
so it's all fair.
Cool.
So all I'm asking you to help us. Yes.
Two questions because your colleague can answer. The first question is, there are people doing yoga here.
Yes.
And I haven't seen nobody stop them.
The big group that does yoga over there, they have a license to do
No,
so.
I've seen other people doing yoga that don't have a license.
If I come across them on patrol, we check. Yeah.
Secondly, what about conducting business in the park? That's not allowed. And right now, as I spoke to your colleague, there's certain cameramen actually filming, putting it on YouTube and generating an income. And you're actually part of this right now. This transaction that's being taken place. So if you're going to be having a zero tolerance with that,
that is something.
Why are you? One second, let me finish. Why are you being selective about what rules you're implementing and which ones you're not? Because you're allowing the cameraman to film you and put it on YouTube and generate hits and make money, and that's a business.
I'm not being selective over anything. All we're trying to do.
This is business right now. Look, this is business right now.
Yes, I know.
So why are you allowing him?
We can only deal with one thing at a time.
Why are you allowing him?
Can I speak now? Okay, we can only do one thing at a time.
Why's that?
Eh? Because I'm not that clever.
Yeah, but
there's no. If we go back to camp, okay. Eh?
Your whole police force, you can do more than one thing at a time.
There's two of us here. If we do camp, listen.
When you go to the drawing board and they say to you that tell the Muslims they can't pray, you need to say to them, but there's other things that are going on in the park that are also not allowed. If we're going to be selective about what we choose.
If we're going to say no cameras, that includes mobile phones.
Yeah, well then tell your guys about me.
Can you imagine that?
There's a difference between camera, it's not no camera, it's business, it's not no cameras.
All I'm saying.
Possible bonds, you're getting twisted. It's not no cameras, it's no business. That's what the book says. Have you got the book on you?
I've got the rule
Right, so
regulations
it says
here.
in there that you're not allowed to get involved in anything.
But if anybody,
So right now, the people that have got cameras, that are generating money from the cameras, if you're going to ban the people that are praying, you need to
I'm not banning it. Who's banning anybody from praying?
That's what you're trying to say, aren't you? That they can't pray in the park.
We're trying to keep the ethos of
So go
Speaker's
back
Corner.
to the drawing board, and when they say to you, select one act that's disallowed in the book, you need to look for the other acts. I know. Say, but 1 second, people that have cameras around here that are making money, and we're letting them do that, but we're not letting the Muslims pay. That's double standards. And in relation to your point about the tension between the Muslims and so forth, the Muslims have been playing here for donkeys.
I know they have.
So
I know they have.
So the tension is not coming from the Muslims playing, the tension is coming from the Muslims.
I agree.
And also in the same book, you have something in that book which I saw your officer exercise last week, which stated that Tan can be told to leave the park if they wish to do so.
Yes.
So before you tell the Muslims to leave, the first thing you want to do
Get
is
rid
tell
of
the guy
Tan.
who's a hate speaker to leave first, because he's the one that's causing the problems. The Muslims have been playing here for X amount of years.
Tan, Gary, Raj, all of these people, they hate preaching.
Bring them points up, Constable Barnes, and then come back to us next week and tell us what they told you. But for now, we're praying as we do.
No, you can't. Tell him. Tell him. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to pray. You're not allowed to pray.
Next week after you spoke to the people, because I know that you're only doing what you're told, and there's other people above you that told you what to do. Go and tell them what the Muslims are saying in relation to their concerns.
I think the hate preachers now get banned
Tell
first.
them that you yourself have been involved in a business transaction where money is being generated, so you yourself have broken the park law. Until you come back and tell all these cameras to get out, and tell Tan to get out, then the third on the list is tell the Muslims to stop
Praying is not
That sounds
allowed.
like a good idea.
Listen to the guy.
Okay, listen.
How'd you learn?
All I'm going to say is, if Public and Speaker's Corner don't work with us, what we're going to have here is going to be gone. You won't have anywhere to meet.
We are working with you.
Hey?
We're working with you. You know as well as us.
All we're asking to work
that
with
the
us.
Muslims have been praying here for over 20 years.
Yes,
so that's
agreed.
not the problem. The problem is when man's like Tan comes
I'm
down,
trying
start
to-
aggravating the Muslims
No.
and start going behind them when they're praying and doing funny gestures. That's the problem. You know that in your heart as well. So don't try to act like the Muslims praying is a problem. That's not the problem. That's been going on for donkey's years. Why does it take the 20 years?
If you ask the majority of the Muslims here, I've been working with you.
Praying is talking.
5 years, very closely, trying to help you. Yes, I really have, and I've got many people who will substantiate that. I do not want you to get any further harassment from these outside groups.
They're not really harassing us when we're praying. It's only telling them that.
No. You don't see the complaints that come through to my desk that we have to deal with. And if we get a public order situation here, further acts of violence, Speaker's Corner will be gone. You won't be here to have Speaker's Corner.
But Steve, why stop with the Muslims? Why not stop with Tan, Gary, Roger and that, man? He's right. Why not stop with them? And you know what? There's Christians there, they sing, and that's how you know that's how they pray. We're singing, and this is the way we pray. Why not start with them first? Come on, man. Raj is the biggest problem here. Tan is the biggest problem. And you know, for many years here, oh, sorry. Did I touch it? No. And you know, for many years here, there's been good conversation. There's never been hatred or argument till these people came up. And you know what? You know who done this? Again, I'm gonna say it's the old lady who made the complaint, and now there's a rule coming up. Come on, man, you can't do that, man. Why start with the Muslims all the time? Why start with the Muslims all the time?
Are you under your oath of office today, Councillor?
I am.
You're under your oath of office, so you're here under common law. You're not out here policy enforcing like you are currently.
I'm here acting as a police officer. So what do you need to know?
I've been here.
No, I've just asked you if you're under your oath of office.
Yes.
Yet you're out here policy enforcing.
No, I'm.
Yeah, you are policy enforcing. You
I
just
haven't
read
asked.
part policies out.
No, I've never said that.
He's
I have said, I have requested. That's all I've done. I haven't made any order or instruction for people not to pray at all.
Yeah. So
have I? Has anybody heard me say?
So everyone here is free to pray wherever they like.
I have not said. None of my colleagues have said.
I've just asked you a question.
Yes, right. I have not said.
Is everyone here free to pray wherever they like in the park?
Did you listen to the first part of the conversation that we had?
Do you find it difficult to answer the question?
Did you listen to the first part of the conversation that I had?
I've asked you a question and you're asking me a question.
The policy is the Royal Park doesn't allow any collective.
Why are you talking to me about policies?
I'm trying to explain to you. If you don't want to listen to me, I
don't want to listen about policies.
I'm sure Steve will not allow this to go on, and Muslims will be allowed to pray like they used to pray. I'm sure that's going to happen. Not because of one old lady who is a racist and a fascist who come here, make a complaint for no reason. You get me? We're allowed to pray. We're not making no harm. We pray. We're praying to our God. Come, you know what? To the Christians and to the Jews, please do come and pray to your God in the park. See if we're going to complain about you. We pray to our God, you pray to your God. Each to their own. Come on, man. Don't be so shallow-minded.
Americans, these guys in America.
We're going to keep praying.
Is the creator we follow?
Or the creation?
Yeah, the creator, yeah.
The police are humans that were created by the creator. You need to listen to the creator. You've got a holy book, but you close your holy book and you open a law book.
Yeah, so obviously the law has many laws that I don't agree with, like
so why do you agree with
gay marriage, polygamy. I don't support that. Cousin marriage, the government supports this, but I don't support it myself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I have to respect it. I don't support it. You know what I'm saying?
You respect it.
We all have to respect the laws in this country.
You all have to what?
We all have to respect the laws in this country.
Okay, but this now
I'm not going to go on the street and say, oh, you shouldn't do this.
Bro, we've explained to you that praying in the park is not against the law.
It's against the rule.
It's against policy.
Park policy.
That's cool. It's not the law.
Yeah.
So park policy.
But if you break it park policy, then the police has a right to ban you.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. Let the police ban us then. Is it not more important? You won't be banned because you're not praying. But is it not more important to do what's right according to your creator and get banned from a dead park? Yeah.
No.
Then to bend down, it's like Ishak, Meshach and Abednego. You know that story?
Yeah.
They was asked to bend down and bend and kiss the ring of the Pharaoh. They refused to do it. You understand?
Yeah.
That's the example in your Bible telling you.
But Jesus,
they were praised.
But Jesus says to use wisdom to use wisdom and minds. Yeah. So we have to be wise.
But what I'm saying is, this is not against wisdom. You have to fight for your rights, bro. If it's your right to pray. I will pray with you now. Father Jesus.
Jesus,
Yeah?
Jesus.
Wait. So we're now praying. Yeah? We're now praying.
But it's not allowed.
It's not allowed, but fuck them. So what?
We have to respect the laws in this land.
I told you it's not a law. You're not listening. It's a policy.
Policies, laws,
Yeah.
whatever.
My girlfriend's got a policy. My girlfriend's got a policy. Yeah. Put the toilet lid down after I use the toilet. I don't do it.
Well,
A policy is a policy. You understand?
That's going to cause friction.
Maybe it will.
She
But
can maybe kick out of the house.
But I have to stand for what I believe in and what's right for me.
So stick to the rules, and there's no problem, innit?
It doesn't work like that when the rules encroach on your right to praise your
I know what
creator.
you're saying. I know
think
what
it's listen, I'm not a Muslim, bro. I'm not a Muslim.
What
So
are you Christian?
no. So for me, yeah, you're now confused because it's common sense. Why you just let somebody pray to who they? It's so simple. I'm not a Muslim. I'm not a Christian. I'm not Buddhist. I still understand the right for every man to exercise their thing. Because you know what? If these men can't pray and you can't pray, what's next for me? Oh, you can't do this. You can't. I'm not into all these fake rules.
But you're in.
Don't kill somebody. Don't steal from them. Don't harm them.
That's what
and you're good. That's God's laws.
But that's what
do you know what common law is?
But that's what Jesus teaches.
Do you know what common law is? Huh?
Common laws.
Yeah, the law of the land.
The basics. Like
God's law.
God's law.
Yeah? These are the only enforceable laws. The rest are legislations and statutes. Policies.
Yeah.
Yeah? They're not laws, bro.
I know. But if
You know the difference between
the laws and policy, yeah. But if the park has policy, you should. But that's going to cause problems, and that'll cause more police to come here. Tom Robinson's going to come.
I think Tommy.
More
I think
EDL, more
Tommy,
white
I saw
people.
more police here when Tommy
It'll
Robinson
cause more
came.
people to come.
Bro, EDL are not coming here because man are praying. They're coming here because they wanna preach their message. They wanna spread their message, yeah? Right? Freedom of speech and all that, yeah, right? Ain't that what they said they're here for? Never once did they mention coming here because Muslims are praying in the park. So they don't make no sense. It's like,
Do you know? I'm fine, right? But Tom Robbins, last week a lady was filming the police. Did you watch it? Did you watch the video where Muslims were praying and the lady was complaining to the police and the police wouldn't do nothing about it?
good.
And that video was shared. Tom Robinson shared that video, and now so like 1.5 million people has watched the video. Do you know what I'm saying? So now,
I think we both know Tommy's not coming back.
Because of the reason.
I think we both know, innit? You can only show your card once.
Because of the reason, more EDL people will come down here.
They can come. I don't think
Because
it's a good
Muslims
idea for
want to break the rules of the land, of the park.
Listen,
So, as I'm saying,
we're being threatened by violence now, yeah?
No, I know.
You're threatening us with violence indirectly because you're saying
No,
more
that's what they say. I'm not threatening violence.
1 second, but what you're saying is more of these EDL guys are going to come down.
That's what I'm saying,
So
yeah.
what if they come down? What does that mean? 1 second. So what the policeman was saying. 1 second. Bro, it's true. Bro,
Me and the old lady, an old lady, she is a threat.
Bro, stay with me. No. So why you stop praying? You're saying more bro, don't get distracted. 1 second. All right, sorry. You're saying more EDL people will come down.
That's what, yeah.
He's saying that. So what do you think he means by that? What's the effect of these EDL guys coming down to the park? What do you think is going to happen?
It's going to cause
Can you not see it's a cloaked threat of violence? Can you not see that?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Are they going to come down? Is it going to be peaceful when they come down?
No.
Okay, so why? Because they're going to bring violence, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So he's threatening people that want to pray to their creator with violence if they continue doing it.
It's not again. No, it's not that.
He's now become an enforcer of park policy, not even a law. And he said he was here for freedom of speech. Now, what more freedom of speech or freedom of expression can you have than being free to praise your creator?
It's not about being free.
Everyone, bro, the Muslim man, the Buddhist, listen, they let Satanists open up ceremonies, yeah, in terms of freedom of speech, yeah. They let Satanists. They brought the Arch of Palmyra to Leicester Square, yeah, and our mayor opened it, turned it red at 12 o'clock at night, and opened it. Do you know what the Arch of Palmyra is? Do you understand? So you need to. This is what I'm saying.
That's not allowed. But that's not allowed either.
The mayor opened it, bro. That was a giant satanic ritual right in front of everyone.
Yeah, but apparently praying is allowed if it's been authorized, pre-authorized. So that was pre-authorized, right?
Obviously they're going to authorize themselves, isn't it? But us, the people, bro. I'm letting you know. don't ever get it twisted. Christianity is gonna get touched next. Because what they're gonna do, they're gonna say, oh my God, they're gonna say these Muslims, they're gonna say, these Muslims, listen,
because you're black.
they're gonna say these
You're a
Muslims,
fool.
yeah,
You're a fool for not doing it.
that now the Christians don't understand.
You're a fool for not doing it.
He keeps mentioning.
Hey, listen, you know what? Muslims are gonna pray, yeah. You lot can take whatever hate you want, stick it up your asses, man. And let me tell you something. If you look at a problem for the Jews and the Christians and a fool man like this, come and pray in Hyde Park to your God. And Tommy Robinson is a racist. He doesn't like your kind, bro. You know what? The first time he's gonna get in the power, he's gonna smack you in your mouth. You know what? The first is Tan, and then it's him. You get me? First is Tan, and then it's him.
Chill, bro. Chill. We're having a good conversation.
You can't have a good conversation with guy.
Yeah, I can.
This guy is coming here, hating all the time. He's talking shit. Nah, man. He's coming here saying no pain and that, bro. You know what?
Bro, do you think that's not doing you any favours, fam?
You know what, Jeddah, yeah, he's coming to the guy, saying a good thing, but don't walk away, bro. You know why? Because people like this, they're fucking haters, bro.
We're having a conversation, and you come in and shout blah, 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 blah.
Alright, cool. Do you know what is it? You know what? No. Go on, come.
Your brothers are telling you, innit?
Calm down, you're not listening. Listen, I'm not a follower, bro, but I do my own thing. Do you understand?
You followed, man. Man walked off.
No, I'm telling you because I want to tell you something. One second.
No, I don't want to hear it, bro.
Alright, cool.
You know manners. What do you call the manners?
You know what is it? You know what it is, bro. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? What he said, he was saying a good thing to this guy.
I was, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Still have manners,
bro. You can't have manners with people like this. You can't have manners. Look at him now. Peace. Look at him. He's saying peace now. Come on, bro, man. Don't peace. Look at that, bro.
Look at that.
Come on, man saying peace now. Bro, listen. I know, bro. Listen. I'm not, bro, I don't listen to anybody, bro. You get me? I don't listen to no one. I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm gonna stand for what I say.
The police are here because of him.
For what I say, bro, yeah? And this man now, please, love, shut up, man. What my man was saying there, he was saying the right thing. But obviously, I have to come and shut you people about training to Tommy Robinson. No, you can. I'm gonna leave. Go do your conversation, bro. I'm gonna leave. Do your conversation.
This is Speaker's Corner.
Conversation. He's a fool anyway.
This is Speaker's Corner. And we're speaking. And we're speaking. This is Speaker's Corner.
See, we're done. We're done. You got the same here. Because he's not against skin, he's against like Islam, you know, Muslims. Not like Islam basically. He's against colour.
Are you against Islam?
Yes.
I'm not making excuses. Why? That's how man.
Because what it teaches.
I don't. So what are you for?
What are you for? Yeah, this is the blame part. No, what they done. But they sent a lot of sick people down there. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if these people are agents or what. They sent some real sick people here. You notice the level of like intellect and that is just gone down and just like and like man will talk to you and just everything you've been saying is YouTube. I'm talking about you too, you know, fam.
Me? I don't come and go.
No. But you came over while they was having a conversation.
I'm having a conversation.
Bro, I can't be bothered, bro. Like honestly, yeah. I just hope that the minority of people can see what's going on in it. It's not a good look for anyone. It's not a good look for anyone. Man's like chickens fighting, bro. Man should be trying to escape because you're gonna get fried. You're gonna get roasted. Man's just fighting like over stupidness. Come over to tell man, oh yeah, like Tommy Robinson. This guy said Tommy Robinson like 15 times. So I'm like, before Tommy Robinson, did you have any points of view?
But we try to avoid saying things that other people don't.
Did you watch the video? That's what it is, you know. So it's turned it into a bit of a circus with people that don't have an actual identity of what they believe in. Let's get brainwashed by YouTube. What's that?
Who's like?
I'm smart. They think I'm not smart.
Who's like?
That's where my life I am. What's your tribe?
What, you are 5th generation?
I don't know. I am, I swear to God.
Your mum or your dad? Your mum or your dad?
My dad.
Your dad?
This is not the place.
Have you met your dad?
If you want to be part, go to the front line. Go to the front line.
What about your mum? Where's she from? She's from somewhere as well?
I'm asking.
Caribbean.
There's not beef enough.
I don't know, man.
They're not Syria.
Embrace your brothers, fam. Embrace your brothers. Somali corner. He's the leader of Somali corner. New leader. A vote.
I just want to say that Islam is not a race. Islam isn't a colour, right? Anyone could be Muslim. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can't, when we speak about against Islam, you can't say that I'm a racist or Tommy's racist. So when Tommy speaks against Islam, you can't call Tommy a racist.
So is your dad Muslim?
Right?
Alhamdulillah.
You can't call Tommy
Is your dad
racist.
Muslim?
You can't call Tommy racist.
Is your dad Muslim? No, I can't.
I don't need to tell you that. No.
No, but I'm just asking, isn't it? Is he?
I'm not saying.
You don't want to Tommy's against everyone. Tommy's against everyone, not only Muslims. So he's racist.
What do you mean?
He's racist.
Doesn't mean you have to
How
be
is he?
harsh.
He's against everyone. He's against all foreigners in this country, right? Everyone knows that. No one needs to tell me that. It's common sense, bro. Hold on. What do you mean?
Because Tommy had a black pastor at one of his events.
Just because he speaks.
My neighbour was black.
A black pastor.
Black what?
He
Yeah,
had a
that's
black, an African pastor praying at one of his protests.
Is the BNP, are the BNP racist? BNP, British National Party, are they racist? They're
No?
They're not racist. Did you just
Why
say
they're
BNP
racist?
are not racist?
Why they're racist?
The BNP got...
Tommy Robinson was a member of the BNP.
What about the Britain
He
First? Are they
founded
racist?
EDL and he associates with
Britain
Britain
First not
First.
racist. How come both of their leaders
He
are
said
in prison
BNP are not
right
racist. I'm done.
Because
Even
they
Britain First.
went and exposed paedophiles. That's why.
now? So not hate speech.
What do you mean?
The reason they're in prison.
That's not hate speech. That's telling the truth. Telling people what those pedos did.
You know what the problem is? He hates Muslims, so he sticks to everyone else. That's the way it is. That's the way
I
it is.
think personally,
His problem is Muslims.
he had a traumatic experience, so he just...
EDL, I don't know. EDL separate, isn't it? That's a separate group. They're not all the same.
You know what the secret is? Making a man support the same cause that's causing for his demise.
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to...